Micca Origen Plus. Remember when you used to dream and those dreams never came true? Well, not me. I dreamed it and it happened. Here's the Micca Origen. Reviewed it, loved it, made some suggestions to midair, and then somehow midair heard me and made my dreams come true. Practically identical build, slightly bigger dimple on the volume, slightly different finish, a little shinier on the Plus. Major differences. Where this Origen used to output to the headphones and the pre-out on the back at the same time, the Plus now has a switch right there where I could choose. Oh, and that is amazing. In its own right, that is amazing. Before this, you had to go for the Fostex HPA3 to get that functionality. The other thing they've added, which I know a few people who are obsessed, is a fiber optic input, a SPDIF input, again with a switch back here. So currently, we're listening via USB to the Pacific Rim OST through my laptop. USB right here. I flipped the switch, and now my Google Play, oh god damn it, Chewbacca, Prodigy is on. And again, I could just so dual inputs now, SPDIF and USB. This wire here is a power cable going back there for a 5 volt, and you need that if you have no USB plugged in, that errored, and you want to listen to fiber optic, or if you have an OTG cable and you want to listen to your phone through the Origen, through its DAC and amp. You get an OTG cable and a 5 volt transformer. I'll link one I have in the description. And then you should be able to, let's see, I'll disconnect SPDIF. Come on. Oh, I unplugged everything. I'll set it back to USB. I may have to stop casting. Come on. Come on, baby. There you go. Did the dance. Alright. So now the phone is feeding signal via USB OTG into the Origen. It's getting powered from the transformer. And it's still switchable headphones or speakers. Now, one thing to keep in mind, let me just say, it comes with the USB cable, which is actually really nice, and I do like the Origen USB cable. Comes with this actually pretty high quality, thick 3.5 millimeter, a JSJ 3.5 millimeter, a Fudu JSJ, ooh, Fudu, to RCA. The only issue with using this on a desk setup is if you want to put speakers in the mix. Like, I'm having no problem, because I have an A500, and it's going from a 3.5 millimeter to XLR, and I don't have to touch those front gain knobs, stay where they are, and I could just, you know, adjust. Oh, by the way, the high-low gain affects the rear output as well. I leave it on low gain. Depending on what you're using, you can switch low or high, but I would recommend low. And if you have your headphones up and you switch, it's going to be loud. I lost my train of thought. Never good. Oh. I'm using an A500 where I don't have a volume control. If you are using something like an SA50 or an A2 or a SA98, you know, a separate amplifier for speakers, The only issue with this is it is a pre-out, so you got a volume knob, and that is a amplifier with a volume knob. Now you don't have to use that volume knob. You would just set that, push the amp back, and then when you switched, you would just control from here. But that's a volume knob on top of a volume knob, so that's a little eh. So SMSL M3 is line outs, which means you get 2 volume knobs that you can adjust independently, which is probably my favorite way to do things. That's all this needs now, is another volume knob, so I could do pre-out on the back and headphone in the front, and then I could mix and match. But this is good for now. Very good. Fucking Blues Brothers. X1s. Now, they're a little low on low gain, so let's put it to high gain. Very much not low. But now you got to be careful. If you're I'm at full tilt on high gain. If I flip this, these Danish speakers explode. So lower that. So still on high gain. So now I have. I don't want to play too much because I know what's going to happen. YouTube's going to go, and then it's going to be end of the video. So still love my Origen. Now have Origen Plus. Now can spit it from my computer, spit it from Chromecast. I'm going to cough every time now just to make it consistent. You have power, which will work on either one of these. This one had power as well and could OTG from a phone. I just didn't show that off the last time. It's $110 if you wanted to know. If you want to know, the description is $110, and they go in and out of stock because Micca can't make enough fast enough. And I haven't even done this review yet, so hopefully they've settled that. Here's the little fiber optic cover. I'll link the OTG cable. I wish they made longer ones. I gotta find a longer one than 10 inches. And of course, let me give this the last little hurrah of one of my favorite features of the Origen is that it has dual headphone outs. You can use them at the same time, but the sensitivities are weird, so you can just go boom, boom. These are TH600s, by the way, that I would want for no more. Oof. Their review is coming. There is no more solution-oriented DAC amp than the Origen Plus. I wish it said Plus here. It doesn't say Plus. Flashing light to go with the music and the volume, which I decoded what that is. It blinks red for right channel and blue for left channel, which is why it's mostly purple. Because things are in stereo all the time. And it tells you anywhere from 192 to 44.1, and if you're using PCM or DSD, which I'm not a huge proponent of DSD, there's not enough stuff out there, and frankly I haven't heard the only things that are out in DSD are amazing recordings, so of course they sound amazing because they're amazing recordings. When AC/DC gets converted to DSD, I'll judge it from that, because AC/DC, I love AC/DC, absolutely shit recordings, because same with like Metallica, great but shit. Phone's buzzing. This is a short review because there's nothing bad to say. Origen Plus in the bottom it says. Nice. Alright. Not even getting warm. To where I'm still on my phone. Alright. Wait. Low gain. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. It's about damn time. They can't actually fit anything else. The other only thing that I would love, if you're listening, Magic Micca people, is I don't know where you'd fit the other switch. You may have to do an array at the bottom, but if you could switch the pre-out to be a pre-out or a line-out, that would be like, oh, then you'd have no issues, because then you could just choose if it's variable or fixed, and then if it's fixed, you could use a separate amplifier like an SA50, and you could just lower your headphones down and raise your volume up, because currently you have to switch, which is fine. I don't know. I'm just, the box would have to get bigger to include everything I ever wanted.